Hi there guys, and welcome to another Train Sim 2017 video. Today we're doing a very special scenario by Josh, aka Mr. Dreamliner. I did this on my stream the other night and I was missing a few of the assets stock-wise and stuff, but I've got all that sorted. Now Josh couldn't watch it because his internet connection kept dying, so I thought I would do a video for it and for all of you that also don't watch Twitch. So, good afternoon. You are currently in charge of train 1 Echo 21, which is the 1542 Virgin Trains East Coast service to London King's Cross. Please open the doors, commence boarding, and get yourself familiar with today's briefing. Okay, right. Doors are open. Meant to be opening. Oh yeah, we are down there. Right. Let's get this set up very quickly. And then there's a couple of nice little bits of stock in here and a couple of new bits and pieces. Excellent. It's a bit of a miserable day, so we'll stick the foot warmers on and we'll stick our windscreen demister on. Our instrument lights will be on dim there. Okay. DRA is on. I will remember that. I promise you I'll remember the DRA. He says. There's something quite interesting coming in here just now. So it's a 185. This is the Finchy 185. I kind of prefer the 350 reskin, I suppose, but this is relatively nice. It's definitely a work in progress, and the livery is a work in progress as well. I'm pretty sure this has been done by Lewis, but I'm not sure. It's not available yet as far as I'm aware either. If it is, I'm sure Lewis will put a comment in below the video and explain. Let's see what else I've got kicking about. A couple of Super L's 158s. What have we got down this end? I didn't get a chance to look around the stock, to be fair, the last time because I was didn't have it all in. Ah, wicked! This is Chris Horsfield's Class 67 repaint. This was his first proper repaint of an actual full loco. It is still just adding loco. Blah, blah, blah. It's still adding logos and text and stuff, but it looks lovely. And it does suit sitting there in a Thunderbird platform on Edinburgh. Right. Let's just check. If I remember rightly, we're waiting for a 334 to come in, but that has been substituted by a 321, just because we don't have a 334 at the minute. I do hope we get one. Alright, that's me got the right, well, that's me got the guard saying I can go. Yeah, it's this coming in. Once that's in, we should get the road. Go and have a watch of it coming in. Another thing you guys might notice is the track. This has got a track upgrade for the works the DPS Edinburgh to Glasgow extension. Takes us down to Carstairs, which is where we're heading today, because this is the East Coast Diversions from the other weekend. The track upgrade is not available as of yet. I've got an early look at it. So do not ask if you can have it. I cannot give it to you. It does make a massive difference to the route though. A massive, massive difference to the route. Oh, actually thinking about it, I think it's another 170 that goes out before me. Is there? Maybe it doesn't. Woohoo! No, it doesn't. I think that was the one that got removed. Josh didn't have any problems with it, but I seem to have problems with it. Let's have those on. certainly not going to take any amps because I've got the DRA on, even though I promised I'd remember it. And we're off. This is a lovely little scenario. I was really pleased when I played this. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think there's a set of about 4. I think Josh has done. But this, is, of course, is the DPS extension of the Edinburgh-Glasgow route, which is available on the workshop. And I'm back in my favourite 91 as well. Just being able to sit in a 91 cab and do what I need to do is a lovely, lovely feeling. It's a good run. Short and sweet. Don't get to thrash the 91 as much as I like to, but I've got maximum speed over this line is 95. New track work is beautiful though. I haven't driven it any further, so I haven't actually done the original Edinburgh to Glasgow with it or anything yet. Sorry, mate. Don't know why I was getting a signal bell from the beginning there. Didn't even sound like the one for the 91. So, in other exciting news, we had Armstrong Powerhouse post a video last night, a very short video at that, but still a very lovely video of their upcoming Class 56 Enhancement pack, which I thought was on the back burner. I was expecting to get the 170 first, but no, we've got the 56 coming, which is still awesome. The smoke particle effects on the start-up and the start-up sounds sounded beautiful. I was thoroughly impressed. That brings me on to my next thing. I'm about 60 or 70 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers, and I have a plan to do a giveaway for my 2,000 subscriber special, and that will be for a copy of the Class 56 pack from Armstrong Powerhouse. Now, I've spoken to Richard, Mr. Armstrong Powerhouse himself, and he is willing to donate this to me, so it's actually costing me nothing, which is beautiful. Very kind of him. And it also means that we don't have to have any weird legal issues by logging into somebody else's account or anything like that, because there's not really an option to give away Armstrong Powerhouse's stuff like Steam keys. I also have 2 Steam keys that were kindly given to me by one of the developers of the Class 460 from Master Simulations. So one of those will be given away in the stream, and one of those in another video, so keep your eyes peeled. I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets a chance to enter this competition, so therefore it probably will be through YouTube. I haven't worked out how I'm going to do it yet. I'm looking at various options at the minute and trying to work out what will be best. But it just means those of you that don't watch Twitch will be able to be involved in that as well, and also those of you that don't have Facebook will be able to be part of that as well. Just keep your eyes peeled for that one. So 26 miles from Carstairs. So in real life what this would do would come down back onto the West Coast main line down to Carlisle, and then from Carlisle across to Newcastle and then back down the East Coast main line. I have been wanting to get out and do some of the diversionary stuff, but I think these are the last ones or something, or the next set's going to be the last ones. Not too sure. I'm sure somebody in the comments will come along and tell us that as well. I've also got to say a massive thank you to all my YouTube viewers. My stats are going up and up and up, and I'm really impressed. So much so that I soon will be able to cut down a Wednesday at work, and that will mean that I can get out lots more content. It will also mean that the Wednesday stream will become my main stream, and it will also be the longest. So I'm quite excited. So videoing during the day and streaming during the evening. Twitch really does open up a wealth of possibilities for me. It's really nice to engage with you guys sort of in a way face to face. The YouTube comment section is great sometimes when it works, but the conversations get a bit jumbled up and all sorts. But on Twitch I can answer your questions then and there. They've been a bit rough and ready, the previous few. I haven't really got into the swing of planning what I'm doing yet too much, and due to my timings I can't actually a lot of the time test the scenarios I've chosen to do until I actually get to the point of doing them, which I know was something Matt Pedalston did struggle with back in the start of his stream as well. So I've just got to nail that really, and a few transition screens and things like that. If you do want to join us, head on over, the links in the description below. It's Alan Thomson Sim, all lowercase, all one word. Also, Chris is doing some wonderful streams at the moment as well. In fact, he is streaming as I'm recording this. I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat and do the video as well. And a nice little midday stream. He's got quite a nice little crowd in there. And Chris's name on Twitch is VTEC 43274. All one word. Sorry. Sort of one of those weird hiccup things there. Chris has also been working on something really interesting. You'll have heard me moan in a lot of my videos about excess scenery. This route's not too bad for it. You see how we get to here and then it stops. So the scenery is only really visible from the track. This is stuff you'd see, but a lot of the Just Trains routes and things, actually there's quite a lot over here that are a bit, they're still not too bad. A lot of the Just Train stuff has blocks and blocks and blocks of 3D trees and houses and Kuju buildings, sometimes up to sort of 3/4 of a mile away from the track, which you just cannot see, and that is going to be draining frame rates. So Chris has had a go at just removing them all, and I'm going to see how he gets on, and then if it works nicely I will be doing the same myself. What do you guys think of that? That's the main question I'm going to ask in this video. Do you fly up around and look at how far the scenery goes? Is it something that you like to see, or would you rather just have it so you can see what you see from the cab? As you know, I predominantly drive just from the cab, not too much exterior stuff, and definitely not some long distance exterior stuff. So therefore for me, having 400 houses that remotely look like a random village makes no difference to me. I don't mind little bits around stations because sometimes I like to pop out and I just have a little look around the first little bit. But there's no point in having, for me, having oh, nice Super Rails 156s, having whole villages made up that nobody's ever really going to explore. I think one of the only exceptions to that was it the Portsmouth Direct Line, is it Guildford, that you can do the milk run on with the milk float. I've never actually done that yet myself. I should really give it a go. So yeah, I'm really pleased to be able to give away the 56 pack, so you will be one of the first people to get it, because you'll get it as soon as it's released. I'm hoping it's a bit like the 303 pack. The 56, I think, was one of IHH's back catalogue, and while it was definitely one of the better IHH releases, it still is pretty undrivable sound-wise. So with the AP treatment, I'm really looking forward to giving the 56 a bit of a thrash. They're a beast of a locomotive. A real beast of a locomotive. Opens up an awful lot of scenario possibilities as well for us. So don't worry about me having the power controller open if you look, it's drawing no amps when the brake comes on. VTEC 43. Now there's a new pack of those due out as well, and the 91s to be fair, soon. That's been worked on BH Reskin, Super Elbs, and another chap that I can't remember his name. But I'm really looking forward to seeing those. This is the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 9. Oh! This happened on the stream as well. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. My hunch is it's an air conditioning failure on the Mark IV. Gotta love a bit of a train sim bug, haven't we? I'm unsure when this scenario pack will be released. I'm sure it will be. Knowing Josh, he'll have it done and dusted. Me and Chris both got dumped to start with, but for some reason I started up on the stream the other day and thought it was a DPS one. So I was saying, oh, this must be one of the DPS diversion scenarios, and then Josh was watching it sort of frame by frame and went, no, pretty sure that's mine. I was like, no, yours dumped. But it didn't. It started running. And funnily enough, since the track upgrade was installed, he isn't using this. Funnily enough, I think there's only 3 of us using this track upgrade at the minute. There's the guy who made it, who I'm not going to name just yet because I haven't got his permission to name, and Chris and me, as far as I'm aware. I'm actually, Chris is streaming just now and I've got it on the iPad, and he's on the Edinburgh to Glasgow route as well in a 158, and the track just looks stunning. Oh, what we got here? A Pedalino. It is indeed. Now I'm sure there'll be a few of you going, well, the 91s don't run down this line, then to the west coast. Now they do run down this line to go up to Glasgow as well. I think it's 2 trains a day. I think it's 1 up and 1 down. And then also on the diversions, which this is, they do run across this route and down the west coast main line just to Carlisle. Mr. Dreamliner is doing the second parts of these scenarios as well, so that'll be on West Coast Main Line North, which Ben is still working on. If you follow my group, you'll have seen quite a lot of the posts about that recently. On Sunday night when we were at the stream, he was quite far out of Kingmore Depot by that point on the way up. Sorry, in railway terms the way down, but in geographical terms the way up to Glasgow. And he's upgrading track, line-side signage, things like that. Putting super elevation in on the curves. Swapping out a lot of the older assets for newer assets as well, which is nice. Such a beautiful bit of kit. As you'll know, VTEC's not my favourite livery, but it is very, very pretty. And is it 91 120 that's got the white roof and white valance? I really like that. I think they should have stuck with white there. I know this would just get filthy like it did in Swallow days, but looks much nicer in my opinion. Chris is funnily enough driving one of the Super Alps ScotRail reskins, which uses the Arriva Trains Wales 158, the pack, the Arriva Trains Wales pack 158, which is, was it the third version, fourth version of the 158? We had the original rail similar one, which was Ben Law's S9BL. What do we have after that? Settles Carlisle, Liverpool Manchester, and I think this one. So yeah, what's that, fourth? So I think this is only my second video on this part of this route. My first one was by a long-time subscriber called the Dusty Binman in a 380, if I remember correctly. He's got quite a few scenarios up in workshop as well, worth a shout. Also, if you're hearing a lot of plane buzzing, I do apologise. I can feel the vibration in the shed. There's quite a lot going on at the airport today. Don't know why, it just seems incredibly busy. This just adds an extra element, these scenarios, that somewhere you wouldn't usually drive a 91. I'm actually really keen to drive the next part of this. There's the other two that are included are in HSTs. One of them's a full EMT HST with a VP185, which I did on the stream the other day as well. That was good fun. I'm slowly warming to the VP185. I won't lie to you, this bit coming up, I've done this scenario several times now, and coming up to this curve and everything, from a 30 to a 15. It's a tricky balance, either to not roll in too slow or to come in too heavy and hot. It is a bit of a balance. I won't lie to you. Just going to grab a quick screeny while we're here. I can't because I have to do that to get it right. I find getting screenshots for the 91 hard because sometimes you can make it look really dumpy and it just doesn't quite look like it should. But I thought on the curve is quite a nice way to get it. It's quite a unique, tight curve for these to be going round, so people tend to know where we are, I think. Alright then guys, that's the end of the scenario. Thank you very much for watching. Guys, remember, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to the videos. Facebook group is down linked below. Twitch, Sunday night from 6:30 in the evening and Wednesday from 9:30 in the evening until late. Keep an eye out for the 2,000 subscribers video and I will catch you all soon. Once again guys, thanks so much.